Patrick's Garage.
You drive down the salty roads and Sal choose your car. You don't want to drive in winter, but winter, what these cars made for? This for what they're made for. In winter you can put chains on wheels, but they think that it's crazy stuff for the city and they spread salt on the roads. Old Volvo vehicle, very solid car for winter, but now they have no frame. It's just unibody construction like in a lot of modern cars. But salt wear out it more faster. Old Volvo has a decent credit of strong, and if you really treasure your old car, maybe you need another new car, which you don't care about, for the winter. And old car you keep locked away in a garage, but so nice ride in winters. I thought so sometimes, but I think old Volvo usually good for mm, about forever. You can easily find superficial rust, but that what you don't worry about. It's hardly nothing for a vehicle with high mileage. It can be a good look from a long distance, but when you look inside the frame, you can see a lot of salt and rust, more worse than salt and rust gets inside, so hard to notice it. You can easily see rust on the surface. Surface rust doesn't mean anything. You can easily clean it off. If you're looking at one of these old Volvos, bring a big hammer and start tapping the frame. If it sounds like nice and solid, it's great, but if it goes sounds like crunchy, that's bad. And if you decide to repair it, it goes to endless money pit. It's a humongous difference between superficial rust and rust that rots. Old quality steel which they made out old vehicles are much superior to the steel which they used for producing cars today. You really have to know what the frame condition is and what you can do about it. We should can see what they are. Check frame and longerons. Then you can see which one is broken and replace it with welding, which is a very expensive endeavor. But old Volvo vehicles are eminent rebuildable with welding. There is too many hassles. But if your old car in pristine shape, you can be absolutely sure that your car will outlast the new ones. I do mean old. They done it approximately 55 years ago. Old Volvos are known for ruggedness. They can last virtually forever. But if your car starts rusting, it will be a constant struggle. But we'll never give up. You can repair body if it really need. Or maybe this stuff is pretty normal so far. Maybe they so rusty that they have gone away now. Good cardinal rule is never buy rotten cars. We can admit you're gambling if you're buying an old car. old rusty cars in crappy condition are just sucking your money away. All in all, old cars are not for misers. Okay, the main thing that we'll see what shape is in by looking at the frame. Rusting only stops if water, salt, and oxygen are completely excluded, and more wise to care about body condition in the hot summer, long before the winter, and steel should be coated because bare steel will rust. Now a lot of different anti-rust sprays on sale. That is a smart investment, but I prefer oil-based stuff. It's not stink or smell horrible. It's made out base of linseed oil. It saves steel surface from elements. I show it for you just for example. Really awesome stuff. The main thing that it's not stink. Of course, I have no commission coming by the really good stuff that I invested in. I don't know how much it costs now, but it wasn't too much. Here is a small length pipe for inside surfaces. For inside of room of frame and lunges, you can use more longer flexible tube. I'm using this stuff because it smells great. You can use whatever you want. So if you live in North, the thing you have to worry about is rust from the salt on the road. Eventually, enough salt will get up and get inside the frame, and it will corrode the frame inside. And as they age, the salt continue gets inside the frame, and salt destroys the frame completely. So if the salt gets inside the frame, rust wicked fast. And you never know, maybe before your car lived on the ocean, on the coast, and drawing the salt. You never know. Salt from shore goes inside the car. So, anyway, inspect your car body. If you drive on salty roads, it will behoove. If you want it to last forever, you should get that salt off regularly, especially under the car on the bottom. Salt get through frame surface, and when the temperature above freezing point, rust starts off shoving your car angry. And don't think that it can't. It will. Soil rich in agricultural chemicals also provide corrosion. Use pressure hot water and rinse it off. If it's a lot of snow and mud, you don't want rot away car. Great looking car, which is what you want. But wash it not so often. But metal corrodes more fast, especially when it's in a humid atmosphere above freezing temperature. Body condition depends on many factors, and it arouses feelings of anxiety. Salt on that road harmful not only for cars but for hogs Also, their feet also suffer because of this. But that's the story for itself. If you want, we can continue our conversation in the comment box. If you are a car owner and do you feel comfortable sharing about Rust fight experience, will be awesome. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the next here on Patrick's Garage.